Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Thursday, 23rd of the 11th. Now, of course, it's Thanksgiving today, so happy Thanksgiving to all those that are celebrating it. I wish you a lovely day, a long weekend by the looks of things. Apparently it's Black Friday tomorrow. I don't know if anyone's noticed. Might have got the old email from someone or other. Anyway, I expect the next 2 days to be lighter in the afternoons. However, that doesn't mean to say we won't see any movement. It's just the volumes will certainly be lighter because of the bank holiday. Okay, so let's firstly look at the news coming out this morning, and it's mainly about the PMI, Producers Manufacturing Index. If I can get the little thing to come up, that's good. There we go. And we've got what we got here then. So 8:15 we've got the French manufacturing flash and services PMI. They're important as well. This needs adjusting on here. We then got the German data coming out at 8:30. Now that will probably set the tone up until lunchtime on the euro. UK wise, we've got the same data coming out at 9:30. So we actually normally have the PMI stuff out for the US as well in the afternoons, but that's postponed obviously because of the bank holiday. So that's tomorrow. They're the sort of key datas. We do have the ECB minutes out. We've also just had, I'm just looking across here, I'm just flicking through the news here, we've had Nigel speaking this morning, ECB, so also speaking a bit perky there, a bit bullish, but we'll see. There's a whole raft of speakers coming out this afternoon here. As I say, if you subscribe to Financial Juice, you can actually, well, you can click on these and find out more. Anyway, right, so that's what we've got there. Let's look at the technicals. Now, apologies this morning because I was a bit late starting to look at these, so it's almost like a fresh look for me as well. At the same time, which is a good thing. Sometimes you just get you start ignoring things because you see it over and over again, and then you miss it when it does something a bit strange. Anyway, this euro looks like it's found a bit of support on the regression channel here of all things. It's not supposed to give support, it's not there for that, but we've just sort of seen this sort of gradual move up. Gradual move up on the hourlies. Here we go. Sorry, I was looking at 15 minutes someone yesterday. Hopefully my pivots will load in a moment. Anyway, at this stage, what to do is sort of is it still bear flag? Yesterday spent most of the time chopping there. In the afternoon we saw the euro coming off, the dollar strengthening, but we've seen since then through the Asian session here, we've seen it running the other way. Now, why is my pivots not showing? They should be showing, and they're not showing for whatever reason. The quarterlies are okay. Something's gone a little bit. The weeklies for some reason. Oh, they are the weeklies on there. The dailies are missing. That's why I've got a quarterly sitting here. Something's reset here. Let me put the daily there. There we go. That's better. Apologies for that. So yesterday we saw it running down. It missed its pivot altogether. Ran through the S1 into the S2. Today, well, we've already seen the pivot hit. We're not far away from the yesterday's highs there. We'll see if we get some resistance around that. This news is probably going to shape up things, so it's not a lot of point trying to second guess what's coming out here. So with the euro, but as I say, just looks, we've regained some territory overnight there. The pound dollar, again yesterday it was an off day there, but it's already since well, 3-4 o'clock really, it's been picking up and looking more positive. Again, we got news out at 9:30. Personally, I'd wait until that data's come out and then look at it. But with both of these at the moment, they're both the euro, the pound, they look like they've got some potential positive upside. It's whether that news comes out, but good or bad. The yen here, it gave up yesterday. It's starting to look a little bit more positive now. It's a bit of a flip of a coin here. At the moment, I'm looking at this and thinking, bit of a ball flag, a break into the next. This is a 4-hourly chart. Post 10 o'clock would be looking at sort of a move to the upside here. However, it could just as easily switch back and continue with the other currencies strengthening against the US dollar, and why not the yen as well. So just looking here, this is switched to a 4-hourly chart. Everything on my system is gone backwards around. Okay, I noticed what must have happened. Anyway, so what we're looking at here, lower highs coming through. So it's got the bull flag at this way, but the bear flag in the bigger picture. So it's a sit and wait and see on that, which way it sort of shows us. Again, Aussie dollar swing is pushing to the upside here still. Again on the weekly picture pushing up. I've got the wrong pivots on here. I've got the dailies and not the weeklies. My tabs have switched around. So I had the hourly where the 4-hourly was and vice versa for some reason. Anyway, Aussie dollar, so it's running to its weekly R1. This to me, if it can break that R1, gives us the R2 as a target, gives a reasonable target there. Still got obviously all of today and tomorrow to do that. It's very much dependent on how things run through today. I'm still sort of the idea that we could go back into a bit of chop this morning, but with particularly this afternoon with the US market not functioning. Let's have a look at the Canadian dollar. Canadian dollar consolidated here, really starting to break to the downside now. We're seeing some final action in this that's looking a little bit more positive. We've seen this before when it broke out of the little wedge there. Well, we're seeing it again. It's trying again. Again, it's not far away from the prior lows here. We could just run into support. Just looking at it, look, it all looks a bit exhausted here. We've got these reversal bars here. We've run into the daily S1 already. Normally I would look for this and say, well, we'll run down to the S2, but there's not much in the way of mileage into that either. It's all a bit of a mess as I'm looking at this. Ideally, I would like to just trade the continuation, but I think I'll stick away from this Canadian dollar. Just don't trust it. New Zealand dollar, in the other hand, has been looking bullish. It's been riding it up since yesterday afternoon, like everything else, but it's not far off coming up to resistance levels. Already done the daily pivot R1. It takes away some of the targets I would normally look for. A push through of it turns back through here this morning. Maybe it's got a chance to run up to the highs there. I think with the holiday and everything going on, it could just run out of steam. Dollar Swissy, choppy as anything. I'm not going to go through this. Like, it was a right mess yesterday. It is strengthening. I would like to see it on the bigger picture. I mean, there's the bigger picture. To me, it should be heading southbound. You just got to be careful with this. If you're going to be trading it, to me, it's a swing trade, and with nice wide stops, so you're not getting in the way of something like that. Euro yen. Long on this from yesterday, still riding the move at the moment. It's again looking like it's got some potential. We really did see it selling off. It changed direction. So I'm still in it this morning. it's looking like it could be good for its R1 actually, the way it's running at the moment. So there is potential continuation here towards that. It's probably one of the cleaner looking markets. We'll see what happens post 8 o'clock, but that looks more probably one of the cleaner markets. Other pairs I watch a lot, Euro CAD. Now the Euro CAD, it's sort of disappointed. Yesterday I was looking at it and I was thinking, all right, I'll get a chance of doing something with that at some stage. I was looking at we'd seen this breakdown here, but I was just waiting for the break above the pivot here. Break and close, it just didn't close up there, it just shot up there, ended up giving us a shooting star, and then pivot swing, and it's rolled over and looking a little bit on the soft side. We'll see where the news takes us this morning. Of course, all these euro pairs could be affected by the data coming out. I'm saying wait until 8 o'clock on the euro yen. Perhaps you should be waiting until at least 8:30 on the euro yen. So EuroCAD, so it rules out actually thinking of it. We're ruling out all these euro pairs until that news is out. Really, it's just post news when once the news is out, which way to go on some of these. Well, just looking at the pound Aussie, pound CAD. This is well, again, we've got news coming out. The pound CAD was flying along nicely. If we get something like some good news coming out from here, we could see a decent reversal, but it's gone really ugly on this time frame as well. The owl is here on the pound CAD. We're seeing on both the euro CAD, the pound CAD, a bit of CAD strength coming through effectively, and that's running through the markets, that Canadian strength at the moment. It's all a case of waiting to see if it's all changed later. Real struggle this morning to see exactly what I want to do, particularly with news coming out. It doesn't help the situation. So I will look back post 8 o'clock. If there's anything sort of significant, I'll pop a note on the on my Discord or Telegram channels just to point out what's going on there. Right, aside of that then, let's just it really has been a first look this morning. So gold, well, continued pushing through yesterday. It did sell off in the latest session where we saw everything else selling off. It's pushing up again at the moment. The only problem with gold at the moment, of course, we're running into some prior highs. It might just stall at these highs, but again, still for me, the bigger picture, and I can only really look at this on the bigger picture, is still pretty much to the downside now, upside, beg pardon. Now I can see this double top here. Perhaps that's what got the downside mind in there, but we'll see if it can break this. If it breaks through this, well, I mean, all I'm looking at is the bull flag here that's moved up this far. If it can push up, it could get a decent leg up yet. So there we go, that's gold. Crude, just looking at Western Texas here when it flicks, that's kind of it. Right, crude, consolidated phase we seem to be going through. OPEC meetings being delayed, I believe, on the weekend, so there's a delay in that going on. So that well, we're just seeing oil at the moment chopping a bit sideways. Best avoided, particularly this afternoon with the US markets closed. Right, that is that. Then talking about US markets, we'll still see the futures puffing along here, which are still looking positive. For the S&Ps, let's not worry too much about those for now, though. The DAX into its R2, and the prior highs pretty much is stalling around this area. It's trying its best. Maybe we'll see a breakout continuation, but still moving through there. The FTSE just still consolidating here, no real direction. There we go. Oh, and of course, got to do it this week, as I've been talking about it a little bit more. Just have a zip and look at what's up with Bitcoin. Well, yesterday recovered its previous day's losses, and he's sitting there looking positive around the tops there. Triple top, is it going to roll over? If it was, the shorting point should technically come in down here about 34.88. It could just as easy just push over there. We'll see. we'll see. With a few more Americans on holiday this afternoon, maybe we'll get a bit more intraday volume coming through, and late intraday volumes coming through there, and maybe a push through. We'll see. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you a great day's trading. Apologies, it's just not a lot in there today, and I don't know why I'm apologising, because the markets aren't yielding anything, but there we are. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.